Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Brittany Angelica. Most people just call me Brittany or Brit. Um, but anyways, welcome to my channel. Thanks for returning. If you're new here, thanks for joining me. As you can see, I'm in my closet. Yeah, it's a lot. I don't know. But anyways, I'm in my closet and I'm actually in here trying to declutter and then also trying to put clothes back. I recently went out with my sister-in-law and we took some photos. Well, she took photos of me so I could upload to my blog, which I'm updating very, very soon. But anyways, that's not why I came on camera to record. I actually was having this brief conversation over Facebook with a young lady. She posted about unforgiveness and basically she posted about unforgiveness and what that would look like if we don't forgive others. And then also she mentioned, while she was talking about unforgiveness, she was talking about how being able to forgive someone without them reciprocating the behavior to you, meaning how you're able to forgive others when they don't apologize or even acknowledge that they've done something or said something that is hurtful or harmful to you or toward you. But anyways, I commented on there and I was just, because it made me thought about something, how unforgiveness can also create offense. So I was writing about that in my journal maybe like a month or two ago. The Holy Spirit spoke to me because that's something that I personally, is that even a word? Anyways, that I personally have been dealing with or have dealt with, and still trying to get that thing, as Pastor Paul Mitchell would say, wring it out of me. But seriously, trying to acknowledge that I have I have that issue or whatever the case may be, and how to deal with it, how to get rid of it, because no one wants to walk around, or you shouldn't walk around with unforgiveness in your heart. I mean, you shouldn't. Just as God has forgiven us, we should forgive others. And again, like we've heard time and time before, forgiveness is not for them, it's for us. And I know that's a hard pill to swallow sometimes, because you're like, oh, they did this to me, I'm not going to talk to them no more, I'm not going to forgive them, XYZ. Honey, you can say all those things and you cannot forgive someone, but best believe it's going to be a hindrance to you. If you don't forgive, it's going to become a root deep down inside of you. And thank you, Holy Spirit. As I'm standing here in my closet and I'm talking about unforgiveness and how if you don't forgive, how it's going to create a root, it's going to become rooted in you. I see something dark, like black. It makes you think of, like, I don't know, a like a seed that never, like, I don't know, from that seed is just a seed of nothingness, like a seed of just black roses. Honestly, like, again, forgiveness is not for them, it's for you. Like, unforgiveness from that is going to be offense, right? And you're not even going to realize it. Like, every time someone says something to you, and it doesn't necessarily have to be the person that offended you, right? It doesn't have to be the person that offended you. It could be something that it could be a totally different person, but because you didn't forgive whatever someone else did, that other person could say something that triggers something inside of you that you didn't handle, you didn't acknowledge, you refuse to forgive. And so somebody else, person A, don't even know what person B did, but person A says something that triggers you from what person B did a year ago, 2 years ago, a month ago, and you become offended by what person A did, and now you're on defense. And person A just like lost, like, what's going on? That's what unforgiveness does. At the root of unforgiveness, see, unforgiveness is here. Let's see the unforgiveness is here, and then from unforgiveness is offense, right? And then from that is distrust. Like, unforgiveness it's not good soil. It's not a good foundation. Like it's gonna hinder you from growing. It's gonna hinder you from creating relationships, godly relationships. Like you're gonna look at people and be like, why did they say this? Or you're gonna take everything, you're gonna be offended by everything someone says. And not everything someone says is intended to for them. They're not intended to offend you. It could be correction that you need, correction that God sent to you, but because you haven't forgiven person B, person A comes with some wisdom, person A comes with some correction, person A, they're looking out for your best interest, but because you're offended, you haven't forgiven person B, you can't receive what person A has for you. I've been there. And you're going to miss out on opportunities. Not saying they're not going to come back, but in that moment in time, you're missing out on opportunities, whether big or small. It could be opportunity to go with person A to the track to catch some fresh air, but because you're offended, you didn't want to hang out, so you stay in the house all day and you pout. We got to grow up. We have to grow up. And again, too, unforgiveness also comes from not having, obviously unforgiveness comes from not forgiving, right? But then also having those tough conversations. And then also in having conversations, knowing too, and using discernment, just because you have a conversation doesn't mean that the person they're going to respond the way that you expect them to. They're not going to react the way that you expect them to. And also knowing that not everybody is going to give you a conversation. So also knowing that in all this forgiving and all the things, one, communicate. If not communicate with person B, communicate with yourself. Hey, why can I not forgive this person? If I forgive this person, what will it do for me? Since, I can't talk to person B, they're not going to receive what I'm trying to say. Communicate with yourself. Communicate. Because I promise you, unforgiveness is going to birth some things that you don't want to come alive. And offense is one of those. And from offense, it's going to be defense. And people are like, dang, she's so defensive. I just said such and such. And they're not going to want to be around you. And you're going to get offended by that, but they're protecting their peace. Like, hey, I got to walk around on eggshells. I'm scared to say XYZ because they might think they might think I'm thinking this, or they might think I'm saying this, and it's nothing like that. It's nothing but love. But in order to keep the peace, I'm just not going to reach out. I'm going to limit how much I talk to this person. I'm going to limit how much I share with this individual. And it's not them, they're not acting funny. They're protecting themselves. Right? So yeah, that was random. It may sound rambling, but all in all, unforgiveness can really produce some things that you don't want to see. So let's get out of ourselves, or get out of our head, change our mindset, and let's forgive. I'm telling you, it's worth it.